Yo, episode 173, C's drinking beer on camera.
173, nope, vodka.
Ooh,
It's water.
when you showed it, it like turned black because of the background. That's if you're watching on YouTube. Episode 173 minute podcast. We got Twitter back. Shots is being fired on Twitter. Instagram, we're there. Red filter all day. If I can't find the red filter, it's sunspot filter. And you know what I mean? Medium.com. We made a podcast. Got some articles on there. You know what I'm saying? Usually shooting shots at people.
Our Medium page is an opinionated piece usually.
It's facts though.
But it's an opinion with some merit behind it.
It's facts, but it's always shooting shots. But we got a lot to talk about today. I mean, not a lot of topics, but I did watch some games. Want to talk about some big games in EPL, talk about some La Liga matches. Definitely did a tracker for Luis Suarez and Antoine Griezmann. They might as well retire. We're going to talk about these transfers that happened on the deadline day. We're going to talk about Conmebol World Cup qualifier starting this week.
That's crazy.
Right? And maybe I'll have some smoke for being when we talk about those qualifiers. Maybe I'll have some smoke for them. But how you doing, Singers? You good?
I'm good, man. I'm actually really good. Yeah.
Like anybody listening to this, you're not going to care about this part right now. But Caesar and I, we play soccer sometimes with some friends on sometimes Tuesdays or Thursdays or on Saturday mornings. And usually when we play, Caesars don't know what's about to happen right now. This is exciting. Usually when we play, I like for us to be on the same team, and I always say to keep the friendship. Caesar is the type, he want to try to embarrass his friends. I'm the type that want to play with my friends. But Caesar and I last Saturday, we were playing together, and I would say we were balling together. We was kind of balling together last week. That's what I'd be trying to do.
On the low, we were.
On the low, we were doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? Then Caesar scored the golden goal, and I had passed him the rock out the back, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? Like,
stop it. You're making me cry. Stop. That was good.
You know what I'm saying? With both of our strengths, you know what I'm saying? I had stopped a goal, collected the pass, shot it up to Caesar, cherry picking, and
hey, I was on sides.
And Caesar put it in the back, did a move on somebody, put it back in the net. You know what I'm saying?
That's the connection right there. From the back to the front, we get it done.
Exactly. But yeah, anyway, come out, hit us up, come out to your Belinda.
Yeah. If you're really trying to get it, you know, we run footy and you're Belinda, so just hit us up. Hit us up on that on Gmail. You know, we made a podcast at gmail.com. Get it cracking, honestly. And if you know some spots not too far, let us know. You feel me?
I'm saying. But anyway, let's get into it. Caesar, I did watch some games. I'm happy where I am right now. They took off most of the EPL matches. They're on Peacock now. Basically, and I always forget that I have ESPN Plus because you always forget about it. But I feel like, you know, right now kind of the league matches aren't that serious. So really what I'm doing is, I mean, this is literally all I'm doing when it comes to matches for real. I'm doing trackers on Luis Suarez for Atleti, doing trackers for Griezmann on Barcelona, and watching Real Madrid because that's the team I like to watch the most.
Also, if you need Peacock, let me know.
Well, Caesar, we had to be.
I got a hook up on Peacock.
Caesar be stealing.
Whoa! Mute your mic, dog.
Any streaming thing come about, Caesar always got to log in like somehow.
I definitely have a Microsoft Word page with like a list of logins that some are mine, some are other people's giving me. It's great, but I was like, damn, the day I get hacked, this dude came up. Forget the money. You came up with all these streaming sites. That's a win, dude.
Snitches and rats. Snitches. Anyway, so really quick, we'll do these recaps before we get into these transfers. I did watch Atleti versus Villarreal. I didn't watch the whole match. I was only doing a Luis Suarez tracker. I only do this to prove myself right about how bad he is. And Caesar, he's bad. He didn't he doesn't really do that much. Like, I think he had a shot. I put two good plays, two bad plays in the first half, two good plays, two bad plays in the second half. He got subbed off in the 70th minute. The match ended 0-0. He's not really adding much to the team, but also Atleti plays such an uncreative style of football. They could have done a lot by getting Guendouzi, but they didn't. They just it blows my mind how Diego Simeone gets to stay there. We already had that conversation. I don't want to do it again. But Luis Suarez, it's just like after that first match where they were like destroying Granada and he came in and scored, like now he's like playing for real and starting, it's just not there.
I watched a little bit of it too. I'm not gonna lie, I like fell asleep, woke back up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Damn, I'm getting fancy today with the snack on there. Okay. Real grapes off the vine though. Okay, big dog. Damn. Not just in a plastic bag already picked. So of course everybody knows if I'm watching a Villarreal game, it's not because I care about Villarreal. Oh my god. It's not because I care about Villarreal. It's because I care about Takefusa Kubo. I'm trying to get my Kubo on because I'm not gonna lie to you. I do want to do a Kubo tracker. But I'm not going to do a Kubo tracker if he's going to keep putting him into the 86th minute, dog. It's starting to become I'm starting to get a little offended here. What's the reason? Is it because he's this? Is that why he's not getting burned? Because, dog, every time he comes in, I'm like literally, like all of a sudden Villarreal has life. I'm like, all of a sudden there's a little bit of energy in the game now. All of a sudden you have a guy who can do something. I'm like, everybody keeps talking about the Trigueros. I'm like, all right, but like, he's not really out here getting it out there. He's honestly, Trigueros to me is like, you're such a prototypical La Liga guy. Like, he's such a La Liga player. And Kubo's like dynamic. That's all I gotta say. It was boring. Luis Suarez literally dead ass regular too. I'm also not gonna say it, of course, but leading into what happened today, Lord knows what's gonna happen with Atletico. Woo, big moves. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Simeone, that seat might start looking hot pretty soon, buddy. Or maybe not. He might just be able to be there till he's 104.
The thing is too with Villarreal, like Unai Emery is not the best when it comes to subs, but maybe like it's still early in the season, so like maybe they're trying to figure some stuff out. Yeah, I don't know. I do remember when Kubo was at Real Madrid, like preseason, and Hazard came, and like they could not communicate with each other. Like Kubo's like trying to speak Spanish, and Hazard do not speak Spanish. So they're trying to do Kubo's trying to do like broken English to him.
Yeah, it's like Kubo comes around Madrid, he's like, okay, I'm gonna prepare myself, speak Spanish. Hazard's just like, I only speak English and French, probably, maybe.
Well, and like maybe Dutch, but like
I mean, yeah. Dog, sure, but it's like this dude can't talk. They can't even meet in the middle in Spanish, which is a damn shame at Real Madrid.
Yeah, I mean,
he never said a word to Gareth Bale in his life.
We gotta but first of all, actually, we gotta stop this because I heard Gareth Bale speaking Spanish before. It wasn't great, but he was speaking Spanish. Okay, yeah, so that's Luis Suarez. It was really whack. Also, before we get into this Real Madrid match a little bit, because I didn't watch the whole thing, Griezmann tracker, Barcelona played Sevilla, match ended 1-1. Barcelona looks terrible. Messi was dropping so deep. It was insane. Griezmann tracker.
You mean the Messi they list as center forward on the beginning of the game when you watch La Liga preview? Messi in the middle, they got Messi at center forward. You mean that Messi is damn near playing CDM? Is that the guy you're talking about?
Caesar, he was getting the ball from PK.
I've seen this now like already 5 times this season. It gets to the point where it's insane. Like I would love to see the coach be like, "What are you doing? Like I put you at the 9, okay? Why are you running back behind 3 lines of players to get this ball, dog? It's all good. We have midfielders, man. It's all good."
Griezmann tracker first half, 2 bad plays, 2 good plays. He honestly he could have got a red card. He kicked Diego Carlos in the chest, trying to like do some kind of bicycle kick. It was crazy. I was like, how is that not even a yellow card? He literally doing a bicycle kick. He like left the ground and kicked him dead in the chest. Diego Carlos should act like he kicked him in the head.
Yeah, he should like spray like a ketchup packet on his face.
Seriously, 2 bad plays, 2 good plays. Got subbed at the 61st minute. He did nothing. He was not involved. Just please go back and read that Medium article. He does not get involved. He's really bad.
I have a question. When are you gonna give up on Griezmann, dog? It's over. He's done for.
Like should I just stop doing trackers?
Stop. Honestly, it's over, dog. Like we're 5 games in already. It's 5 games into 40 this season. He ain't nothing's fucking changed. I'm sorry. It's just like let's just stop. I'm not. He's gonna get like that Bale treatment, where it's just like I'm just kind of done like looking at it for real. It is what it is, dog. Even if he balls out, I know what the reality is. It's gonna be a couple matches. Then it's gonna be just because he has talent. He's not garbage. He has talent of some sort. So he might ball a little bit. Then they'll come back to reality.
He won't ball out. He'll score some goals. He won't ball out.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I meant score some goals. Not like shut a game down.
Deschamps was like,
this dude eating so hard right now.
He was like, Deschamps is saying like Griezmann doesn't like where he's playing, like his position. Griezmann, okay, like he's saying that. He didn't say, Griezmann told me, but Griezmann probably did tell him. He was like, he's playing wide right, and like that's not where he is accustomed because he can't take people off the dribble. And he was like, he's a player that needs to play more central. But I was like, yo, dog, like we've seen him play there. It was really bad. Really what it is that's not his form. He's not a 4-3-3 guy. Like he just doesn't fit anywhere in a 4-3-3 really. And he needs a lot of players. He needs like
another striker.
He needs another striker, and he needs like when they won the World Cup, I don't want to spend too much time on him, but like when they won the World Cup, it was a lot of it like going forward is a lot like Mbappe, dude. Like you got Mbappe like going so hard, and then you got Giroud over there like occupying 2 defenders and like winning all these balls. It's just cleanup crew for Griezmann. He can't do cleanup crew with Barcelona.
No, Barcelona, like the offense it's supposed to be predicated through him. That's what they're paying for. They want to run the offense like that his way, like they want him to create and stuff like that. And he's not a creator, man. Like he is gonna shine because he's able to finish, and he's able to finish when there's other people that are occupying attention. Like you said, Mbappe and Giroud and other players that come in the game too, like Lacazette or whatever the hell France is running. That France has so many attacking options that are much more dangerous than anybody Barcelona has, that you literally can't focus your defense on focusing on Griezmann. That'd be stupid. Like there's other guys that might do more damage, so you're just gonna take what you get with Griezmann. I'd rather just have a one on him, and we really got to focus on people like Mbappe and Giroud, not just shutting the game down against us.
Well, see, at Barcelona, it's like you got Messi doing this. I mean, really, a lot of it is Messi's fault. But, like, Griezmann ain't helping. Like, Luis Suarez can score goals, but, like, Luis Suarez is moving around a lot and, like, Luis Suarez is not afraid of the ball. Really, Griezmann is afraid of the ball. Like, he ain't coming to get the ball. Luis Suarez would do that, at least, and he'd get his goals here and there.
There's some of the questions I have I can't ask because I have to wait for your transfer section to stop, so.
I mean, we can get into it then. But, yeah, anyway, 1-1, Barcelona looks bad. Okay, so I also watched Levante versus Real Madrid. I was very excited that my boy Nacho was back, started at right back. It was funny because last week I don't remember what we were talking about. We were, like, saying, like, Like we're right back. I was like, they got Nacho.
Bro, we have Nacho, Militão. Anybody can play right back on that team. Literally, Casemiro can play right back. We have a million people that can play right back. But no, we have options though.
Lucas Vasquez.
Yeah, Lucas Vasquez.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Nacho started at right back. Like in the beginning, he was a little rusty, but then he started to kind of do his thing. And there was like late in the match, he like made a long run and like tried to. I think he tried to cross or pass it, but it ended up going out for. I think he tried to cross it. It went out for a corner. He made a long run. He didn't look as fast as he used to look.
He's looking every bit 32 now. 32.
Yeah, he looked like he don't look like back in them like 2015 days, but like
he looked like he used all that sauce against a boomerang. It was all right. He had to use all the tank on that one.
For real. But it was a good match. Obviously, Real Madrid won 2-0. Vinicius Jr. had a nice little goal. There was a corner taken, ball ended up falling to him, and he placed it beautifully with no power, but with perfect placement. One of the things I noticed, like there was like so many times I could have said this, but like eventually I had to just write it down. But it was like kept on happening. Is how amazing Ferland Mendy is. I don't know what's. I don't really, I'm not focused on managing Madrid like that. But I don't know how the hell you're talking about anything else. Like, what else are you talking about? Like, this dude's ridiculous. Like, nobody gets by him. He's cleaning up plays, getting forward, doing so many, like, kick the ball ahead of people and just, like, muscle them off and get around them. Like, he did that, like, 3 times. Like, I hate to do it like this, but, like, I haven't seen a left back in the last, like last year and this season so far. I haven't seen a left back like that.
Yeah, it's always kind of rare to see that mix of like speed and like athleticism, but strength too. Like he's like strong. Like it's funny. He kind of reminds me like a running back. Like he's able to like if the space isn't there for him to finesse it, he's able to force it to fruition. It's pretty incredible. And his defensive positioning is so good, dog. Like literally anybody that's a lefty on that right side going against him, I'm really not worried about. Like I'm like. Honestly, he's going to shut that down. Like, honestly, it's fine. It's like the other side of the field I'm more worried about. Like, that side, it's like we're good there. Like, that side of the Real's defense is, like, literally a rock. Like, it's solid on that side.
Like, he's like, going forward, he's good. There's also, like, a subtle thing that, like, I'm sure most of these other people wouldn't really notice, but whatever. Let me stop doing that. He, as a left-footed defender, he can. It's gonna like when I say it, it's not gonna sound that crazy, but he can use his right foot. Not just like he can shoot with his right foot or like he can cross with his right foot. He can like have like he can be looking forward. He has the ball on his left foot. He can like turn his body and just like give the ball off with his right foot, like very comfortable. Like even Marcelo, like he still want to use his left foot to do that. Like most left-footed players, like still want to use their left foot no matter what, and he'll just like lay the ball off with his right foot, and he's really good at squaring his body, like much more so than like most left-footed players, especially left-footed defenders. He squares his body really well.
I really think a lot of what Ferland Mendy's like strengths come from is his base. His base looks so, like, balanced. Like, he doesn't look like he leans too far on one side of his body or the other. He doesn't, like, make himself very narrow like a lot of soccer players like to do. They like to make themselves very, like, sleek. He seems to be, like, sitting, like very, like, this. And when you're like this, you have the even distribution of weight and muscle. And I think that's what not only helps him defensively, where he's able to recover quickly no matter what side you take him on, but also offensively, like when he's able to when you're able to just quickly dish here, switch your body weight this fast, that's like big, that's a lot. That's it, you can just tell by how he runs and stands. Like it looks very like stout. Like so, like I said, it looks like he has like the perfect makeup to literally be the best left back in the world for a few years now.
Honestly, I'm just like, damn, dude, like,
Real Madrid came up.
Like, I'm just like, okay, let me. What did they pay for him? Like 60 million? It was kind of a lot on the low. Like it wasn't like. Let me check. No, 48.
Euros.
48. Yeah, 48 million euros. It says potentially rising to 53. 48, like that's like it's not like a lot. It seems like, but that's a decent amount of money for like a defender. Like that's kind of a
Oh
lot.
yeah, that's a lot of defender money. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean he's 25. He spent 2 years playing at Lyon. Like, dog, like this dude is like, yo, man. Like, are they talking about him? I don't really know.
They talk. I mean, I'll say this: every time they talk about him, it's extremely positive. Like, they've written their little like analytical articles about how efficient and like a great of a left back he is. So I'm not gonna act like they've like ripped him. Like, they've done their fair share of like giving him his love, and I'll say that. But they don't like talk about him as much as they talk about like how much they love Asensio or something like that, or how much they think Odegaard is like God mode. Like, I mean, one of the dudes had like his article on Odegaard pinned to his Twitter for like, I want to say like 6 months. I'm like, dude, he's at Real Sociedad still.
Caesar, send me that, please, so I can
Yeah, I gotta
eat
find it.
that up.
Dude, it was like a long ass time. I was like, dog, we can move on. You feel me? He's not even on our team right now. Like,
it's funny too. Like, I feel like these fan dudes, like, you got to realize there's levels, man. I mean, we talked about it last time. I don't want to go back.
yes,
I want to get into the transfers, but Real Madrid. There was like a time in the match they had like so many chances, but they just kept on going wide. Vinicius Jr. had a bunch. But anyway, what's the name? Benzema ended up scoring late. Nice counter move and a nice goal. Nacho, I said, did like okay. Like he got more into the match as it went longer.
Real quick, I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
One thing, like, I can't really hear you that well. Second of all, like,
Really?
yeah, I think it's because you're like facing away from the
Oh,
TV.
probably when I'm talking. Yeah.
It's all good. And the pinned tweet is still there, and it's on Managing Madrid's page. So November 2019, dog, talking about Odegaard was this good, and now everyone knows it. Like, dude, 2019 articles pinned. Can we move on? So whenever you have a chance, go to Man Madrid's Twitter account. You'll see it on their page, straight pinned right there, dog.
Oh, it's on Managing Madrid's page.
Yeah, straight pinned. Since 2019, November. We've had a COVID since then. We're almost a year. It's been a year since this article. Since that time, he's scoring 3 goals.
Facts. But yeah, Real Madrid 1-2-0. They're looking good. They're playing well. They're looking like they'll repeat, honestly. Really quick, these crazy EPL matches. I didn't watch the matches, but I did watch the highlights. Man U got destroyed by Tottenham. It's just crazy to see how amazing Son is. I mean, he's just ridiculous, distributing and shooting, like, and scoring goals. Insane. I don't know what was up with Man U. Well, Martial got a really unfair red card. I was kind of shocked by that because I want to say it was Lamella, like kind of push hit him like near his face, and then Martial like did it back even lighter than Lamella did, and they gave Martial a red card and didn't give Lamella one. And I'm like, did you go to VAR or what? It was really weird. I don't know what was up with that. So they were playing that was in the 28th minute. So they were playing without with a man down for a very long time. There was also an investigation moment on Harry Maguire. There was a play where the ball was like kind of like getting headed around in the box. I don't know why, like Harry Maguire literally brought down Luke Shaw, and then Ndombele just like kicked it in the goal like 4 yards away. It was really weird. I'm like, why did he bring down his own player? Like, if he had done that to a Tottenham player, it'd be a penalty.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing down your own guy? It was really weird. Like, it was really weird. If you want to put, like, you can watch it. It was in the 4th minute. it was really funny, but yeah, Man U got destroyed. Even it was bad when Serge Aurier scores. Like that's garbage time goals. Um, Also, I watched highlights of Aston Villa versus Liverpool. We saw Aston Villa beat the dog shit out of Liverpool 7-2. Two things though, three of the goals that Aston Villa got were big deflections. Um, like one off Van Dijk, one off Trent Alexander-Arnold, and one off of Fabinho. Um, None of they kept on showing Virgil van Dijk like when they were like talking about Liverpool getting beat that bad, but none of the goals were his fault. Like none of them. Like it was never like his fault for real. Also, I do like that Aston Villa picked up Ross Barkley, a black Barkley. He was doing his thing. He was playing well. I always liked him as a midfielder. I don't think he's like a big club dude. Like he's mid club kind of guy.
They still got my boy Jack Grealish or what?
Jack Grealish is a baller.
So good. I love Jack Grealish. So good.
Jack Grealish and James Maddison, like on the low, I'm like, yo, like for real, England got two like baller 10s, like on the low.
And they still have people like Raheem Sterling. Like, y'all got some mids on the low on that team.
Like for real, like I think Jack Grealish and James Maddison kind of do the same thing, but both of them are like sweet footballers.
I mean, James Maddison is a baller too. But I like Jack Grealish a little more. Like I like Jack Grealish a little more. But I think that
you ain't never seen James Maddison play more than 2 games.
Can you calm down? Anyway,
No.
So what I think for me, it's like I think the right coach could like get it a little cracker with England. Just the right coach could do it. Like you have players, dog. The right coach could make it get it real fun. And a right coach that's not like just trying to give people love because they're old and legends. Like you just let the best play, like Grealish and Madison. Sterling, all these dudes out there just getting it up. Like that's a dangerous team on the low. Not no Lingard.
I'm trying to think of
like don't be starting Dele Alli over Grealish, please. Like that's what they be doing though. They be starting Dele Alli and like Lingard over Grealish and Madison. You're literally on drugs. I would never do that. Never.
I'm trying to think, dude. I feel like England doesn't really have a like CDM for real. I can't think of like a real good England. Maybe. Who's that dude on West Ham? Is he really a CDM?
They like to use that. Don't they like to use that Winks guy from Hotspurs?
Harry Winks is garbage.
I know. They like to use him.
What about is Declan Rice kind of a CDM or is he? I think he kind of goes forward too. Actually, are we gonna fly?
We got some kind of pounding.
Oh,
Declan Rice.
I think he kind of gets forward actually. If England had a decent,
they do. The guy from Man City, Phil Foden or whatever, he's a CDM.
Phil Foden ain't no CDM.
He is.
He's not.
He is.
Phil Foden was over there playing center forward for City.
It was just a game. It was just a game he did that.
Caesar. I'm not even joking with you. Phil Foden is not a CDM. Like I'm not even like playing around right now.
Right here, Phil Foden, midfielder.
No, I'm trying. Like, I don't know Declan Rice. I don't think Declan Rice is. I don't really know. Like, if they have before Eric Dyer just like fell off the face of the earth, he was kind of a CDM.
Oh.
But, if they had a decent CDM, they could get it cracking, dog. Like for real cracking. But yeah, Aston Villa, like they're looking pretty good. I don't know, like. That dude Watkins scored 4 goals. Was it 4 or 3?
Oh, they could play Jordan Henderson.
Oh yeah, John Henderson.
He'd be all right. He'd be fine.
He's good.
Yeah, he'd be fine for the midfield.
You hater.
I'm not gonna lick his boots like you do. I'm just saying, like he'd be fine.
A bit much. He's over there drinking daggone Dos Equis. But yeah, it was 3 big deflections. What's his name? Joe Gomez. Like 2 of the goals were like 100% his fault. But definitely Ross Barkley was doing his thing. I like Ross Barkley a lot. Maybe Aston Villa can do something this season. They might need to like get somebody else who can score some goals because they're definitely not going to be getting 4 goals out of Watkins or 3 out of Watkins every match. But Liverpool was really unlucky, dude. Like one of them shots, like Fabinho goes to like block it, and it just like totally hits his back and goes into like the tiniest corner of the goal. It was really funny. Um, One thing, okay, the last thing about this, like Ross Barkley, one of his only goal, it was a deflection of Trent Alexander-Arnold. But one thing I liked about what he did, like he got the rock, like him and Grealish had like a nice little 1-2, or maybe even more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But he like set up to shoot the ball with his left foot, and I really loved it. Like he was like you could tell like he's got 2 feet. Like he wasn't like he got the rock and he was just like about to just like do his thing with his left foot. It ended up getting deflected and going in. I feel like it wouldn't have gone in if it did get deflected, but like he still did it, and I like that. And you need players like that that can like take them long shots and not afraid like, oh, I got to get it on my right foot, or I got to get it on my left foot. You could like take advantage of it, and then that's how you end up getting deflections like that. But yeah, Aston Villa beat up on Liverpool 7-2, and I was mad the media kept on showing Virgil van Dijk. I'm like, dog, like he was doing his thing. It was everybody else's fault. You can't do everything.
I mean, he's incredible, but Jesus, one man.
Literally. Okay, Caesar, let's get into these transfers. It's about to be 2 hours. Shout out to Audio Face. Shout out to the Power Report. Make sure y'all watch the Power Report. Gonna have an episode about we're gonna be covering the vice presidential debate. Go back and watch the presidential debate coverage. You know what I'm saying? And Caesar, make sure you got Twitter up in case anything crazy happens while we're recording.
I definitely will.
Anyway,
I definitely got it. I got the tracker up right now, the hashtag. So
keep refreshing that.
The last time we dodged the bullet. Imagine if we would have stayed another 4 hours on the internet. That happened. What happened with our POTUS during the air?
Yeah, make sure you keep refreshing that. Anyway. Okay, so Caesar, by the way, like I wrote these down. They're not in order of importance, but I'm just going to start from the top. My favorite player, Edinson Cavani, to Manchester United for free. Before you say anything, I just want to say that Edinson Cavani is a man of culture. He did a whole commercial for the Uruguayan Ministry of Education and Culture for their men's ballet troupe. And he was like in the joint, like trying to like do the moves with them and stuff, and talking about like going to theater and going to the ballet and stuff. It was really cute. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to point that out. On the comments on that post on his Instagram, like 90% of them has come to Fenerbahce. I was like, what's going on? Why does Turkey have all the bots? But anyway, Edinson Cavani to Man U for free, 33 years old. Caesar got a whole ghost in his house, and now he's scared. Why are you scared? You from Brazil? Why are you scared?
This is weird. That's pretty crazy because it's like I didn't really think of that as being like the team that really wanted Cavani on. I thought they kind of had something going, I thought they kind of had like the Martial in the middle. I don't know what the hell Rashford does, but he does stuff that people like, I guess, and gets his lopsided head. I didn't really think it was nothing like crazy, but I mean, damn, you can never be – it's never a negative to pick up Edinson freaking Cavani. Like, oh, my God, like that's a solid pickup. I just hope that the offense is kind of really formatted towards being able to get the best out of Cavani because you want to – I know it's a free transfer, but, you want to maximize on what you're getting as a striker. I love Cavani. Even the days of watching qualifiers, I used to like not really enjoy watching Brazil play Uruguay because it was hard to beat. But for some reason, I just really always enjoyed watching Cavani's long hair running around. I'm like, that dude is cool. Like that I wish he was Brazilian. Like that guy was dope. So
from right there.
Yeah. But he's too busy doing ballet troops or whatever. So. shout out Cavani. Can't be in the farm for a minute now. He's probably gonna hate being in England. He's probably gonna be mad and miserable over there. That weather is rough. But yeah, a great pickup by Man U because honestly, you can't go wrong with picking up Edison Cavani.
He's been back in Paris for like some weeks now, training and stuff. But he was going to dinner with Di Maria and them, like all the Spanish speaking players at PSG. Like they've all been going to dinner and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that he's going to start. Like I think it's just really another center forward. Rashford is they're playing a 4-2-3-1 with Martial up the middle and Rashford's playing wide left and Mason Greenwood's playing on the right. And I think it's just kind of just to have rotation. I don't think I don't really expect him to play very much. I heard something about him getting 10 million a year or forever, something like that. I'm like, well, get the bread while you can, dog.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true, but like, yeah, I mean, it's not gonna hurt. There's no pressure. Like Bruno Fernandes takes the penalties. There's not gonna be like any of that, like it's gonna be totally fine, I think. Yeah, and maybe like him and Pogba could do some dances together. Pogba speaks Spanish, you know what I'm saying, and French. Like, they might be best friends already. Who knows? Like him and Neymar were.
Yeah, they might be best friends already. Now, Pogba and them can relate on their love for farms. But
Pogba is married to a South American.
He is, absolutely. Yes.
From?
Colombia.
Bolivia.
I thought she's Colombian.
She's from Bolivia.
Oh. Cool, I guess. Anyways, that kid better play for Bolivia or else he's done for me. Dunzo. If that kid don't play for Bolivia, you're over with.
What if he plays for Guinea or wherever he's from?
That's weak. You better play for Bolivia. I better see a kid run around Bolivia named Pogba in the back. If that doesn't happen, I'm gonna have to do an investigation with Conmebol.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It was like, oh my God. But when I heard like him go to Mayo, I was like, that's kind of interesting. Like,
I kind of wish he went to Napoli. That'd been cool.
His wife got robbed in Napoli. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't think that
Jesus Christ, dude. Like, what are you? What are you? Do you have some kind of personal update for every single line? First, you talk about this dude going to the culture ballet classes. Then you talking about this dude having dinner with Di Maria and Spanish-speaking people. And then you got to talk about his freaking wife getting robbed in Napoli. Who are you? Are you his assistant? Are you like the Cavani groupie troop leader? What are you, dog? Are you secretly leader of the Cavani Army Twitter account? Like, who are you? That's what I want to know. Holy shit! What's next? Well, I don't know. Cavani doesn't have WhatsApp, but he has Viber, so I don't really know if he'd be able to get back to us on the WhatsApp thing. I'm like, what?
Caesar, look, I read articles, okay?
No, you read more than that. You're reading diaries.
Okay, Caesar. First of all, I could imagine that. Well, also Napoli got Osimhen from Lille. They pay
crap. Yeah, you're not getting burned. Sorry.
They pay like $70 million for him. But Napoli is grimy. I don't think he's trying to go back there. You know what I mean? Like the city itself, like I don't think he's trying to do all that. You know what I mean? You can go from Paris to I mean, Manchester is rough, but like I'm sure like there's a place where all the footballers live. Napoli, like, is West Lebanon.
Yeah, I bet his best friend's gonna be Juan Mata. They're both old. I can see them being buddies.
I think he's gonna be very cool with Pogba.
I think it's gonna be Juan Mata. They're both old and speak Spanish. It's gonna work.
Nah, he's gonna be cool with Pogba. Pogba gonna be.
He's not cool like you think. The dude wears them Cosby hats and he rides on the farm. No one on that team relates to that shit. I'm sorry.
Okay, first of all, Pogba's wife is from Bolivia, son.
Also, one of the least cool countries in South America. That's also, of course, he gets with a Bolivian. I mean, not Pogba. I mean, like, of course, they're gonna get along great in terms of the wife, which is suspect in itself. But let's just stop from there.
Caesar,
don't be leaving that dinner table.
Caesar, I think she converted to Islam too.
Come on, dog. Please move on. This is too much for me. This is not shade room footy. Like, let's go, dog. I'm not
Caesar,
gonna talk about Pogba's Bolivian wife being Islamic and how she did not sell out.
Caesar, she posted a Ramadan Kareem post on her Instagram.
She didn't sell out. She just did it. She did it to make them happy. She probably told the family, "Hell no," all the time on the phone.
Look at this guy out right here. I think there's a picture of her hanging out with his mom too.
Oh, shocker! He's hanging out.
Yeah, right here, hanging out with Pogba's mom.
Dog, they're married and have a kid.
On her Instagram thing, it says believer with this emoji.
Like she likes Justin Biebs.
So stupid. Okay. Also, let's get back into it. Chiesa to Juve loan from Fiorentina.
Great pickup. Chiesa's a baller. I was shocked he went to Juve. I'm like, holy crap. But it's an interesting one. It's like the Mbappe transfer. It's a loan to buy, like a loan to like legit. You have to buy him. So you know how broke Juve is. But yeah. So that's a great pickup because I was actually thinking to myself like, hey, like you guys don't have Higuain anymore. Kind of what's going to be the deal there on that team? Like, what are you going to have coming in terms of an attacking option? That's not bad, dog.
He's a winger though, ain't he?
He kind of like floats around top front. Like he's like winger / he's played up in the middle a little bit too for Fiorentina. But regardless, though, he's a baller. Chiesa's a really good player, young, a baller. Can't believe Buffon's still on the team, but whatever.
Oh, this one hurt my heart. Guendouzi to Hertha Berlin.
You want to talk about falling off? Holy Jesus, this man is going to be playing.
And let me cross these off before I. Also, coupled with that, Lucas Torreira. This is a loan. Basically, all of these are loans. Like only like a few of them were transfers. But Guendouzi to Hertha Berlin, and then also Lucas Torreira on loan to Atletico Madrid.
That's a good pickup. I mean, I wish you kind of didn't say that one because can you also mention the other transfer out of Atletico Madrid?
And then Thomas Partey goes to Arsenal.
Yeah, so of course, thinking about like what Atletico Madrid is going to do without Partey now, I think it's interesting that's a kind of interesting swap to me. I like Partey a lot because of kind of what he does. Like when you have someone that's like physical like that, but it's very light touch on passes, just good overall. And honestly, I can't say nothing bad about Lucas Torreira. Like such a baller. I don't know how he's going to do on Atletico Madrid because I felt like Arsenal was kind of a better scheme to see a lot of Torreira's skill sets. I don't feel like Atletico Madrid really caters to like players' talents. So, we'll see how it goes. But I think it's still a good pickup for Atletico Madrid too. He can ball out over there.
It's just crazy to me that Arsenal let go of their two best midfielders. Like
it's really weird.
I mean, I guess Guendouzi and Arteta had some beef. Like I don't know exactly what happened, but I feel like Guendouzi, like maybe they got into a fight or something. Who knows?
Maybe it's unrepairable.
Yeah, I feel like there was like a real situation between them two, but Torreira, I'm just assuming that he just didn't really like it at Arsenal or in London, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think he don't seem like a London kind of guy.
Yeah, but like he played well. Like them two when they played together, it was like ridiculous. But I don't know. Thomas Partey transferred for 45 million. He's really good. I think he has definitely has like a good size for EPL. Like he's going to be able to handle any kind of like physical stuff going on. He'll shoot the rock too. We'll see. Like, I mean, I feel like he could probably do well at Arsenal. Arsenal's just one of them up and down teams. It's just hard to tell. They win some, lose some. So like was that the piece they needed? If you get rid of Lucas Torreira and Guendouzi, then yeah. But would I rate Thomas Partey above them two? No.
Yeah, I think Torreira's better. Torreira, like out of all those three, Torreira has like more speed. He's more like it's crazy. He's a good mix of agile, but he's like a pit bull too. So when you have guys like that are kind of just like fearless, like that, those are really fun CDMs to have on your team. You know what he reminds me of, which is kind of weird to say? He reminds me of Real Madrid used to have that CDM Makelele. like that kind of style, like short, but like a straight, like a pit bull. Like that dude plays no games. And at the same time, very good at passing and moving the ball around. Like Toledo almost looked like he could be a 10 sometimes. Like he was so good at how he played. So that's a great pickup for Atletico Madrid. But like I said, the Atletico Madrid formation though, it just doesn't. I think a Toledo looks better in that 4-3-3 scheme because you get like a better like aspect of how his distribution goes to wingers and like to the midfielders to striker. When you're like in that kind of very clunky 4-4-2 that Atletico Madrid runs, especially with like now how they are now compared to the before, it's like I don't know. I think I'm not saying he's not gonna play bad, but it's not. I don't think we're gonna get the best out of him.
It's just weird too. It's like who's gonna like you still got Koke and Saul like
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Koke is a guy you're not like sweating over if he doesn't play, but also Koke is so damn versatile. They put him on a goddamn left mid sometimes. Like this guy's just all over the place, like fullback. Yeah. He plays anything. But damn, dog, Saul and Toledo in the midfield. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it might be up.
God damn, that's a nice midfield right there. Damn.
Yeah, Guendouzi to Hertha Berlin. I like looked up Hertha Berlin. I'm like, I was like, I had to check to see if they're in Bundesliga 1. I'm like,
don't they have an American?
Who knows? Who cares? They're pretty rough, but I mean, I just hope that he can, do his thing there and actually play some matches and then like go to another team because I'm sorry, Guendouzi is amazing, but I'm definitely never going to see him play now.
Yeah, this team.
Like, I looked up their starting 11 against whoever they played. I mean, I think they scored 3 against Bayern, though.
They lost by 1 against Bayern.
Anyway, your boy of tracker fame, Bakayoko to Napoli on loan.
Bakayoko to Napoli on loan? Cool, man. Enjoy that.
Yeah,
that's my summary. Enjoy that.
Yeah, he's dead regular. Your boy Justin Kluivert to RB Leipzig on loan.
That's a good pickup. I think that the biggest issue with Justin Kluivert is who the hell told him to go to Roma? That's all I want to know. Who told him going to Roma was going to be the answer after Ajax? Homie, you can't go from Ajax, tiny, speedy winger, to going to Roma. Ask what's that Mexican player for Napoli? The little winger.
Ooh, Lozano.
That's Lozano. How his stats is holding up, having fun out there in Napoli. It's just not the same, homie. It's a different way. But I think that that move is a lot better for him. RB Leipzig knows how to use their players, and it makes it a little more dangerous for Champions League. I'm kind of really intrigued to see them a little more now because me and you already talked about it. RB Leipzig has weapons, dog. That team has a great midfield. Now you're adding this speedy winger. Hey, man, you never know, man.
They're in the group with PSG and Man U.
Mm-hmm.
And Bishachi here.
Hey, man, you never know. He might bring out that super tiny coconut shell necklace his daddy should rock and just cover a couple goals. You never know.
Did his dad kill somebody?
Hey, man, whoa.
I think Patrick Kluivert killed somebody. I think
we're not going to do that. Him and Dante Star Wars is homies, though. Go ahead.
And Marcus Alonso. But I think Patrick Kluivert caught a body. Douglas Costa loaned to Bayern, back to Bayern.
It's like this man doesn't want to ever start in his life. It's like he just actively looks to be a bench warmer. And that's just that's a tale of his career. A tale of his career. It's a 2-year sprint of being a starter and then the rest of his life coming off the bench. So it's all good. I mean, his knees are built of marshmallows. He never held up for a full season. Douglas Costa makes me upset because that's just a damn shame to me. It's a damn shame. Not all the time Brazil gets a good, swift, crafty lefty on their wing. Brazil doesn't do that. Brazil doesn't always get those kind of players. He was really exciting to watch, but he's going to be forever an Instagram highlight reel. And congratulations. You want to sign up to go play on a team behind 2 wingers that are under 25 years old? Come on, dog. Are you trying to ever play?
Please bring up the highlight. Please bring it every time you bring up the highlight.
I mean, the only highlight you got is when you just literally eviscerated Hector Berlin. Like this dude, Bellerin. I mean, Hector Bellerin. This man has a career just because of his looks. But man, you've seen him. If you've seen that video, he might as well just be playing in MLS right now. Because if you get decimated like this, it's over, dog.
See, first of all, watch your mouth. Hector Bellerin is vegan. Okay.
All of us. This is the man who told me that he thinks Bellerin is dead irregular to whatever.
Yeah, he is.
The minute this guy comes on some article talking about he eats plant stems and drinks kombucha, all of a sudden Bam's like, "Watch your mouth. He must be protected." I'm like, okay, dude, whatever.
Yeah,
really, maybe that's what kept his knees good because Douglas Costa was breaking them off like little tree branches all day.
I'm not saying he's good. I'm just saying watch out because he's vegan.
Oh, I'm watching out. Okay. Just post some more pictures of him in crutches. We'll see those.
Damn. Snitches and rats. Your boy Danilo Ex Machina loan to PSG.
Yo, what?
Yes, 3 years late.
Yeah, I mean, Bam called us in 2016, but congratulations, you finally got him. I mean, he's still good. I mean, he's still a good player. That's a good pickup. Dog, you can't be mad at the whole shit. Like, Danilo Ex Machina is a great player, intelligent, a leader. Like that's a great player to pick up. That's a good because, they lost Thiago Silva, which is a captain, a locker room presence. This is a captain for Porto for many years now. So shout out to him. I think he's gonna bring a good attitude. And every time I've seen him, like I saw some interviews of him earlier in the week. I'm like, dog, he seems like he's really smart. Like he seems like he's like a fan of the game. Like he's gonna be a coach one day or something like that. Like you can tell, like he like really is like a student of the sport. So that's gonna be really dope. That's a good pickup.
You shocked?
No, I'm not shocked. I think it's really cool. Like you don't think every single player you look at is gonna become a coach. I can see him being a coach one day. Like he's a real student of the game. People like Weston McKennie aren't student of the games. They don't watch the game.
Okay. Because just because you bleaching, you over
don't try to like bait me, homie. You're the one dropping the geo pin of everybody's wife and Cavani.
I think it's a good move. It's a position they've needed for so long. It's annoying because I do really feel like it's 3 years late. Like, and not in the sense that he's not good now, but he's 29 now. Like, you could have got him. Dog, they're coming off winning the Euros. He's still a Porto player. He's been playing for Porto for 3 years since they won the Euros. Like, what are you doing? I mean, yeah, but like, I'm like, dog, like you needed somebody to take Thiago Motta's spot. There's all these good CDMs out there. They were trying to link them. Oh, Casemiro. Why the hell would Casemiro downgrade to PSG? But I'm like, yo, remember we were talking about Marcus Llorente? Like, this is like, dude, you need a CDM. They got Idrissa Gueye. I'm like, I never even heard of him before. Like, what are we talking about?
Everton's finest.
Huh?
Everton's finest.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, like, you got Danilo Ex Machina sitting right there at Porto. And he's been having interviews talking about, yeah, I want to go play in a bigger league. Like, he was saying that openly in English. You know what I'm saying?
Good English. Really good English.
Yeah, literally every Portuguese player. But it's a good move. He's definitely the real, like, CDM that they've needed for a while, that they just, for whatever reason, just never really replaced that position. I hope that he can. It's not like going to, because he was being linked heavily with Arsenal. Going to PSG is not like going to Arsenal in the sense that you got Neymar there. Playing with Neymar is going to be a lot different than playing with any other player, similar to like playing with Messi. Like, they require the ball at their feet a lot, and they're going to have to drop back sometimes. They're going to drop back sometimes to get the ball. So, like, a lot of times I feel like a midfielder's range, like passing range, is limited in a lot of ways because you're going to be like having Neymar next to you and he's going to just take the ball. And I'm not saying that's bad or good or whatever. I'm saying that's just the reality of it. So, I mean, he's a good player, and I love him as a player. Every time I watch him, he's amazing. I seen him score a couple goals last season, too. That was kind of wild. But, yeah, Danilo Ex Machina, although it is three seasons late. Another PSG loanee, Moises Keane.
Yo, that one I got hyped over. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was dope. I thought that was great too because what I've kind of noticed about his game, it looked like before he kind of looked like he was trying to like this wannabe wingerish kind of guy. And during this transition, which I think happens when you're what is he like? He was like born in 2001 or some crazy number. Like he's literally a baby. His transition, it looks like he's kind of been growing. Like literally, he looks like he's getting bigger and bigger. Every time I see him, like he's like filling out more. He looks like he's starting to become a real like a real nine now. Like his stature, like he's getting tall. He's getting like wide frame. So I'm really interested to see. I think that'd be a good kind of position for him at PSG. And I'm gonna keep it real, dog. Like it's going to take him very little to show me that he's more valuable in the field than Icardi. So my man Keane, just literally what he does already, he kind of works a lot on the field. He runs a lot. That's already way more than what Icardi's contributing to your team. Mbappe and Neymar don't need more people to score a bunch of goals up there. They're like, oh, please. Like, no, they're just like, they need people working. And if you work, things happen for you. Case in point, Icardi, he doesn't really work out there, so things don't happen. And you can't just expect these magic rebounds to happen so you can score or these easy touches. So shout out to that's a great pickup by PSG. I mean, like I don't know what woke them up this summer to start making some moves, but I mean, Bam was like, yo, like we could have had Danilo Ex Machina Kondogbia a long time ago in the midfield. That'd have been an incredible team.
These fools.
Once again, exciting to watch, and I can't wait to play. And also, FIFA is going to come out tonight, 21. So I hope those transfer updates are there so I can try out that team.
Yeah, Moise Keane, born 2000.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's about 6 feet tall. He's good size. He speaks French also. So yeah, I mean, Icardi goes through those droughts. Like, I don't think Tuchel likes Icardi very much, and I don't know about the players playing with him for real. Like I'm sure they don't really care. It seems like Icardi, like there's definitely like a bit of a divide in the club. Not I don't say divide like that, but like the Spanish speaking dudes hang out with each other.
Yeah, I've been noticing that in the gays. I'm like, it's really funny. Like you can see like where the movement is. Sometimes when a goal scored or something like that, I'm like, the same crew that hang out with Andre Helen is not the same crew that be rolling with like Neymar. It's like it's kind of weird.
Like them dinners, like the Cavani was at. There's like Di Maria, Icardi, Sarabia, Paredes. Like it's like all the Spanish speaking dudes are there.
Icardi's there by association though.
No, but it's like all Spanish speaking guys.
Yeah. Also, Moise Keane has like that. He likes to do like those dances like that too. So that's gonna be like that's like always kind of like a win in terms of like chemistry wise. Like it's gonna be fun for him.
But you know who doesn't like to do that stuff really? Mbappe. No, Mbappe doesn't.
Yeah, he likes to do.
Yeah, but he don't really do like you don't really do all the dances for real.
He don't be dancing, but he be doing the kind of the main celebrations, like laying down. I'm like, hey.
But like Neymar do a dance.
Oh yeah, Neymar's trying to get it cracking, and Keane's gonna join him.
Oh yeah, I mean Keane is probably excited to play with Neymar.
Keane was probably doing backflips when he found out he was gonna go PSG. Like, so let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I mean I think that I don't think Tuchel likes Icardi very much. It's only going to take a little bit before Moise Keane gets subbed in. If he gets more involved in the play than Icardi, like I could see him starting by December, honestly. Like,
and I mean he's an original Juventus player, so I can't really imagine Juventus probably more than God, especially the financial situation right now. Jesus Christ, since they got him, they got Ronaldo. That wasn't in their plans originally, so you know his value goes up. And you're talking about a guy who's barely hitting his 20s. Jesus Christ, he's a baby. So he's barely hitting his 20s. He's on your team. Let's say something happens. He's already just filling in a position that's not like you need to find room for him. They got rid of their other player, which you're going to mention. Now they have space for him. So now that they have him on that field, being able to fit in, I'm like, dog, like, you know, maybe in the future if you sign him, that's a really young center forward you just got for a really good deal. You know, like you didn't have to like work for that.
Yeah, and honestly, like I could see Icardi just getting subbed out, and then Moise Keane getting involved, getting an assist, getting a couple goals, and just continuing to start. let's not forget last season, Cavani was out injured for a while. Like when he came back, it didn't take much for Tuchel to starting Cavani again.
Yeah,
Like and
really
this is
did.
like Icardi been like scoring goals a bit, but then he like dropped off, and then Cavani came back. Tuchel put Cavani right back in there because Icardi's just not good. So all it will take is for Moise Kean to have a soft touch, connect them passes with Mbappe and Neymar, take your chances, run around, and yeah, maybe get you a header on a corner or something like that.
The only thing I remember from the last time I seen Keane, I would just say that maybe PSG can help this. I don't think Everton's helping him with this, but I think Everton's better for more of like, of course, like some super talented young guy or like midfield, but someone that I think that PSG is going to help him get a little bit better with kind of his touches. What I notice about him, he seemed kind of heavy footed sometimes, like when he runs, like he like I don't know, like it looked very like I don't know, like he looked kind of like heavy, like when he runs instead of like very light movement. So I think that PSG can really, especially being around people like Neymar and Mbappe, they can really help you out with kind of working on some of his technical skill. Maybe technical skill is the word, but you know, like I said, he was when I was watching, he was like 18. Like even when he did that goal run on Juventus, like that he's literally doing the same goals that Icardi has made a career out of. So, you really, it's a win-win for PSG regardless. He's young, it's all good. If it's not, it goes back. Like it's fine. Like it's a good move.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him play that much, but yeah, I believe you. It's not bad for PSG by any means because you also could always slot in Mbappe at center forward. Your boy Diogo Dalot loaned to Milan, a right back from Man U, who be putting people on skates every once in a while.
Yeah. Diogo Dalot's a good player.
He's like a slow right back, but he be having moves every once in a while. I'll be like,
He's just a
whoa,
right back that it just 2 more years just eating. He's gonna be a center back.
oh yeah,
Like
oh
that,
yeah.
that's cute right now, but you're gonna be a center back, dog. It's like Sergio Ramos. 2 more years to eat, and you're gonna be a center back. What happened to Sergio Ramos? Boom in the middle. This is
Um,
your Ramos days, fullback days, long in the wind.
Choupo-Moting to Bayern for free.
Have fun.
He's about to win Champions League.
Hey man, have a good time. I'm never gonna mad. He played for Cameroon, dog. Have a good time, man. Live it up, dog. You did. You earned that. You didn't sell out.
like like Pogba Jr.
But yeah, Pogba Jr. better play for Bolivia. It literally is gonna be war.
um, the fake Argentine Juan Foyth to Villarreal for free.
Literally, Juan Foyth is the fakest good player of all time.
Oh, he's so
Um,
bad.
like he's not Argentinian.
Yeah, he's from Argentina.
Oh, why'd you call him a fake Argentine?
Because he's fake. I'm looking at these dudes from Virginia.
Yeah, he looked like he would be from like Irvine. So, Juan
Everyone,
Foyth is the most fake good player, like literally in our era right now, like the most fake good player. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this again. This dude is born in 1988. He's 22, and like Moises King's still younger than him. That's crazy. Yeah, Juan Foyth is fake good. Sure, man. Have fun doing whatever the hell you're gonna do over there.
yeah, I think he's gonna get destroyed. I seen a Tottenham match. I can't remember when this was. Juan Foyth was out there and he got like destroyed. I think he like ended up getting a red card. He's so bad.
He has like 2 left legs or something. It's weird. Like everybody likes to show that video that you showed where they talk about that move, and the commentator's like, "Good." Remember the video you showed me about American commentators being so damn boring? Like I said on the show, they're literally the worst of all time when it comes to trying to like show an American fan a dope skill move. They just literally are so boring. Like they made it seem like I'm in a school lecture. So that movie did, which was it looked really cool. Like, dog, that's not real. That was a cap. He got that on his resume. That's why he's playing where he's playing. But if you really watch him as a scout, I would literally, if I was scouting, like I do not want him on my team.
That was a friendly and it's not that serious. Dog, Brazil in a friendly is not about to be playing dead defense on you like that.
Brazil is not going to let you bring Juan Foyth up to the top of the key because best believe that counterattack is going to decimate you if you have Foyth that deep on us.
It was like, he's really not that serious. He's really bad. He's going to get destroyed if playing in Spain. He's going to be getting rocked. Oh, your boy Daniel Rugani to Ren.
What? That's my guy.
Yeah, you like Rugani.
Who's that like
Juve.
Rugani?
Huh?
Sound like Rugani.
You be liking them Juve defenders.
Sure, man. That have a good time, dog. At Ren.
Yeah, he's
Talk
gonna be
about
playing.
falling off.
He's gonna be playing in Champions League though.
He is. I mean, so he would have been playing Champions League at Juventus too. But go ahead.
Alex Telles to Man U, 15 million.
Good pickup. Altel's a baller. That guy's a rocket foot. Good player, honestly.
I see.
You never seen him play in your life. I know.
I had no idea he was Brazilian. I thought he was Portuguese this whole time.
How dare you? What the hell? He got called up.
A few times.
He's not called. I've seen him in Brazil just a few times.
I feel he has like 5 caps.
I'm gonna try 5.
I thought he was Portuguese.
Holy crap! I get worse than that. There's 1 cap.
Last year, right? Last year?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the game I watched against Panama. That's funny. But yeah. No, he's a good player though. That guy's a good player.
No, he's solid, yeah, for sure. I didn't.
Damn, he's 27? What a journey, homie. Damn, you went to Galatasaray? Lord, you really worked to get here.
Snitches and rats.
I mean, he did play for Gremio, so Bam should probably doesn't like him already.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely not. That's a straight Nazi team. A transfer you do not care about at all. My boy Maxime Babyface Lopez on loan to Sassuolo.
Shout out Maxine Babyface Lopez. I mean, does he still look 14? He still looks 14. This dude, if he gets pulled over, I bet he better get ID checked till he gets a beard. He's still so baby-faced, it's crazy.
What I say, yeah, to Sassuolo. Dog, they were lining him up as center forward today, a couple matches. They were lining him up as like a false 9.
Why in God's earth are they doing that?
Because it was rough out here in these streets.
Good. I guess enjoy Sassuolo. Good God, what a punishment! Have fun, man. This guy still looks like a kid, and he's like what, 24 now?
Oh, your boy, one of your, I forgot. I remember the nickname you called him. Your boy Desquiglio to Leon. To Desquigly.
I don't know. I think it was like the Desquiglio or something. I forgot what it was.
You were like going hard against him, but one time when Juve was doing bad.
So dead ass basic. But go ahead.
He went to Lyon on loan.
Man, that's a waste of time. Go ahead. I bet there's like guys in the Lyon youth team that's so much better than Disquiggles. Like whatever, dude. Get him out of here, dude. Disquiggle does nothing, dog. He's literally so regular. It's infuriating. I'm done with Disquiglio. The only Italian player I really still got love for is my homie Jack Bonaventura. That's the only guy I still think he's cool. Every other Italian player is kind of whatever to me now.
That dude, who does he even play for?
Milan.
He's still in Milan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless he got the transfer update we don't know about.
Right. If he did, I wouldn't report it.
Hey, man.
Legendary loan right here. Legendary.
Oh, he's at Fiorentina. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Fiorentina? Oh, his career is over. The homie Black Diego Lexalt to Celtic on loan.
Man, it's going farther down and down. Have fun, buddy.
Real freedom fighter, Black Lexalt, cousin of Deborah Rodriguez, the black track runner from Uruguay.
I mean, based on what theory?
That they're both black and they don't bleach.
That's good, man. Shout out. I like Celtic. They have cool jerseys and they have a cool story.
I mean,
I wish they were still good like back in the day. That'd be fun.
They are good. They're about to win the Irish.
I wish they were still good like back in the day. That'd be fun. Like when they won the Champions League. Not when they're winning their poop league they're in. I'm talking about like when they're winning real games.
They're about to win Scottish Premier League for the 10th year in a row.
They're a great Scottish team.
Snitches are right.
But why do they get to play in Scotland League? I don't get it.
It's in Scotland.
It's weird.
But this is an Irish nationalist team, but it's in Scotland.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's a weird setup. But go ahead though, go off.
The Irish league is garbage.
I mean, Scottish is not much better.
No, but the Ireland is really bad.
Oh, it's really bad. I know Motherwell's awful, but look,
No,
Scottish.
Motherwell plays in Scotland.
Oh, well, they're both terrible. Go ahead. Like
No, the
I'd
Irish.
rather play MLS is probably better games.
No, trust me, the Irish one is really bad.
I know. I've seen on FIFA. It's like 1-star teams.
Yeah.
I always send my player there to start off.
Okay, two players with the same name. Rafinha from Rennes to Leeds United. And
Rafinha
then,
PH?
yes, and then Rafinha with the F to PSG.
Great pickup, Rafinha F, dog. Okay, PSG, who is over there right now? Did they got Bam and C's on the low? They got my cousins out there? What's going on? They're starting to actually work a little bit? They're not signing a bunch of random, like that corny German dude y'all got. You got some actually getting players now? Okay, PSG. Okay.
What corny German dude?
You're not getting Kerr anymore? Like, okay, I like that. That's a good pickup. Rafinha's like another player that's just really good rotationally for your team. That's a good player. And he also he's like low key tough too. I like him. I like Rafinha.
He's a fighter, Caesar. He played for Celta Vigo last year. Dog, he's younger than Neymar.
Yeah, Rafinha is. You know that? No, Rafinha is younger than him because I remember he was on the youth team before he got called up.
This dude's okay. Guess how many caps he got?
Dog, Neymar is a year younger than me. He's not like a young sprite kid anymore.
Caesar, guess how many caps Rafinha got?
4.
2.
I mean, the last one he got was American, and after that, he like destroyed his leg into 15 different angles. But he did beat America like 6-1 or whatever.
Also, Rafinha with a PH from Rennes to Leeds United for what does it say? I think 17 million. Leeds United definitely trying to stay up in the EPL, and I can respect it.
Yeah, Rafinha is definitely going to be a big contributor. Go ahead.
What's wrong with you? He's Brazilian too.
Great.
He probably got more caps than other Rafinha.
You need to really stop smoking now before the show.
2 yaps?
Dog, Rafinha definitely got a donut hole number of caps. He could play for anybody he wants. Brazil's not calling his door right now.
2 yaps though?
Yeah, but I mean that dude like had an ACL tear and he played for Barcelona. Good luck getting anything cracking on Barcelona.
That's 1 season of ACL tear. 2 yaps? I'm just joking. I like Rafinha though. I like him a lot. He's a good player. And he's really tough too.
He is.
Just a couple more. My homie Jeff Wren Adelaide to Nice from Lyon on loan. I was like, damn, dog, I was trying to see him play for Lyon. But
I heard he didn't want to be at Lyon. I remember like reading something about him being over at being at Lyon.
Maybe he probably because he didn't
like coming off the bench at Lyon. I think he like starting. He should start him. He has talent. Like let him start. And where's he going again? Sorry.
Nice.
Oh, Nice. Man, there you go, man. Get some time in. Nice with the worst jerseys ever. Go have fun, dog.
Nice made a lot of pickups this transfer window too. They're trying to because I think Nice is in Europa. They're trying to go far.
Good because that team was.
They got Ronnie Lopes.
Yeah, Ronnie Lopes. I mean, we love Ronnie Lopes forever. We made a podcast as forever Ronnie Lopes fan page. Like we rock with the homie Ronnie Lopes forever.
Yeah, Real Madrid should have got him before he tore his ACL.
Yeah, well, that door shut.
Your homie, one of your favorite players, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, loan from Lake Geneva to the Fulham station.
I mean, I could really care less out of all your updates. That's one of the lowest ones ever. This Loftus cheekbone, whatever the hell his name is, like I could really, or Loftus butt cheek. I could really give a damn about this dude. Loftus butt cheek is just lupus butt cheek is just kind of honestly whatever to me. Like this dude is a certified. This dude was at Chelsea. He's supposed to be this young baller from the youth team. They bring youth. They literally bought a bunch of youth to kick him out. Like they got youth players that are way better than him. So he's gone and have fun at wherever he's playing. Fulham Station. See you, dog. Have a good one. I'm good.
From Lake Geneva to the Fulham Station. I really wish I would love to go back and edit every time you said his name with the word butt in front of it, like a damn 4-year-old.
His butt cheek.
Oh my god.
That's the name of the episode. Love this butt cheek.
Our deal is gone now. Um, okay, last one. I don't know if you've ever heard of this player. I kind of doubt it, but you'll cap like you have, like you knew about Rafinha being younger than Neymar. I'm kind of excited for this one, even though I wish he wasn't going to this team. Facundo Palestri, young Uruguayan, little 18, 19-year-old, little winger, little baller down there. They paid 10 million for him, straight from Peñarol. This dude, see, if he was Brazilian, you'd care. Honestly, he played like a little Brazilian dog. I'm not even joking.
Oh, now I'm interested. Let me see his highlights.
Oh no, look at his highlights. I mean, the quality, like the video quality, is terrible. There's like Caesar. When you see the video quality from his highlights, you'll see why we don't have pictures of Luis Suarez's black grandfather.
That's not. Don't even try this again. I've never seen a man defend an emphatic, sick, racist, ill man who bites humans in my freaking life. I've never seen someone take to bat to a vehement racist man ever in my life. But go ahead. We all know your true colors, man, and it's not the wallpaper in your background.
See, you're the most racist person I know.
Yeah, but I'm not a damn public figure.
You are now.
I don't got no following of a nation.
Well, look.
I bet Luis Suarez did all the hiring for whoever works on Cavani's farm.
Caesar, stop it. Now you're going too far. You know, ain't no black.
But it wasn't going too far. Luis Suarez was calling Ever a damn monkey, right? It's all
he never did that. He never did that.
Oh yeah, you were there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were live. And then also he said, I got this alleged black grandpa with 0 photos. Go ahead. Yeah. But also black grandpas is this card I can wave around whenever I say terrible racist things to people too.
Yeah, you don't have no black grandparents.
Yeah, okay, they passed away, but that's hilarious. Go ahead. Good job, buddy. You went on that one. You really got me there. You're a winner. You woo.
See,
I don't like him. I got pictures. I got baptized by them. What the hell is that?
I ain't seen them.
We're from damn near the same country, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
I ain't seen them.
You ain't lasting for my damn baptism photos. What the hell? What are you, Trump? I want to see your certificate.
You've been bleaching. We need to see
transfer. We do the best transfer window coverage of all time. Just let you know that.
Yes, you ain't about to be up here bleaching and then trying to claim blackness.
Yeah, Suarez either.
He don't bleach. He don't bleach.
He's never bleached. You gonna send it to me right now?
I'm saying you do, and he doesn't.
Oh, okay. Nice try. Uh-huh.
But yeah, anyway, look up his highlights. So he's a good player. He's a little.
What's his name?
Never mind. Don't do it. Don't do it. Never mind.
Painting your role?
Yeah, whatever.
Come on, dog. What's his name?
No, dog, because you over here making that face because you're racist.
What's his name?
You're racist against Uruguay. That's why.
I'm gonna find it.
No, his name's Facundo Palestri.
Whoa! All right. That's
At
a cool
least
first name. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a cool first name.
That is a cool. It sounds kind of Brazilian.
Facundo. Damn, he's only 18. Wow, what a baby.
10 million. 10 million.
Damn. He got no picture on Wikipedia. Oh, wait.
Okay, but Caesar, just the fact, obviously, paying 10 million from a dude that's playing in Uruguay League, there was probably a lot of suitors for him.
Damn, he looks like a little child. He's so small.
Snitches and rats. Nah, he's a little dude. He got 2 feet. I see him shooting with his left and right foot.
All right. Who's next?
He a little run around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if he's better than Daniel James, but it seems like did they let him go?
I don't know, but I like Daniel James a lot. I thought he's baller.
Yeah, I feel like they might have let Daniel James go.
Looking it up. Who's the next person?
That was actually the last one.
What about Ahmad Traore? Go to Man U also.
Dog, he's not going yet. He's going in January.
He stayed. Daniel James is Man U, but he was supposed to go to Leeds United apparently.
Yeah, I thought he did.
He wanted to go back home.
He's Welsh. Don't play with me. He's Welsh. Don't play.
Why do we think Leeds United's in Wales?
More racism.
What the hell about that goddamn area? Never mind.
Okay, relax. But actually, okay, random before we get into Conmebol, I seen a thing on BBC, like BBC News Twitter. A Brazilian dude took the citizenship test for the UK in Welsh. like in the Welsh language, and it was like a
Wow.
big. It was like a big deal. He learned Welsh.
That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was like a Brazilian guy. Like I was like on his Twitter and everything.
Dude, really, really learn Welsh out there. Learn the old queen's dragon language. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it was interesting. Anyway, that's the transfers and stuff. Caesar, starting what's today? Starting Wednesday, um, or Thursday, whatever. Match day one of the Conmebol World Cup qualifiers. Now we got match day one. We got Uruguay versus Chile, Paraguay versus Peru, Argentina versus Ecuador triggered, Colombia versus Venezuela. Damn, almost fought a war against each other. We got Brazil versus Bolivia. The World Cup qualifiers will have VAR. They decided to have VAR. So I was like, oh man, dang dog, World Cup qualifiers. I was like, oh yes, oh, so excited. Go on BN, click on the little joint, going over to see which game, like I'm gonna record this game. And I'm like, oh damn, I'm like, UEFA U21 qualifier, what the hell is that about? So I go some more. I was like, maybe they're on Fox or something. Scroll up, nothing. Maybe they're on ESPN or something. So, maybe they're on ESPN Plus. Go online, see some weird article about some things about some networks I never heard of, or whatever the hell. The same article you sent me. Like, let me just say this. Even though Caesar probably got the login for whatever everything.
Not this.
You feel me? It looked like that was like the Matrix. Not like this. BN lost the rights for the Conmebol World Cup qualifiers. And I'm here to say that in 2020, let me just say, the qualifiers will be going from this week, October 8th, 2020, until March 29th, 2022. And obviously the World Cup is that year. If BN would have been smart and signed us back in 2017, back in 2018, they would have been able to keep the rights for some of these things, dog. Because I'm like, damn, y'all fell off. Like, damn. You lost Italy. You lost World Cup qualifier. You lost Copa America. I think they probably lost CONCACAF qualifiers. They used to show CONCACAF qualifiers that weren't America. Damn. If y'all would have if somebody at that network would have been smart and just creative and been like, you know what, let's do something kind of different because everybody's doing the same thing. We'll just do something different. These guys have been contacting us for so long. They're still doing their show. 2018, they'd be like, you know what? Let's give them a shot. And we would have blown that shit up. We would have been having our show and they'd be having Arabic subtitles at the bottom showing them in daggone in Equator, as you called it. They would have been having the show. They've been having little Hindi subtitles showing it in India, showing it in Reunion.
Yeah.
But they messed around and just did the same. They hit financial hard times. You know, there was a whole blockade. It was political. But dog, if somebody there would have just been like, you know what, let's do something different. Let's go outside the box. We would have blown that shit up. And they dropped the ball. And now we're not even going to be able to watch World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah, it really sucks. I mean, the weird one to me is Fight TV. I thought that was only a MMA combat channel. Why?
Caesar, hold, before you say that, Caesar, sorry, dog, they're showing karate combat on BN. what Jean-Claude Van Damme excelled at one point in time. They're showing karate combat. They got whole commercials for karate fighting.
I mean, that's not even more atrocious than having MLW, like Major League Wrestling. Like, that's literally tier 5, and I don't even care about wrestling. But
This is
dude,
yeah,
like, it's just like
that's fake wrestling. That's fake wrestling.
yeah, they don't even have like Olympic wrestling. I can't even watch two dudes in unitards just really get it cracking. But no, they got fake wrestling, so it's just dudes in speedos. And they're not even on steroids. Anyway, so it's I think it's just telling to like how there's just like a lot of capitalism is just kind of really getting in the way of like soccer just going to be able to develop in the United States. Like so many, you already have issues with just paywalls for people playing. Like you can't even like get things on a damn network here. Like how the hell was like Bellator Division 2 MMA on CBS Sports Network? Like and that's not even CBS all the time. Like this is their sports network channel. You can't put these freaking games on CBS Sports Network. Like, what was the bid? Was it insurmountable? The highlight fight TV had. Now I'm gonna say this: the highlight fight TV had of all 2019 or 2020 is when they had those two 40-year-old dudes fight each other, Tito and Chuck Liddell. That's the only thing they did that made people know they existed. Fight TV, dog. And these fools are talking about I gotta pay a $30 package for round 1 and 2 of qualifiers. You must be drunk out of your goddamn mind. Now, this is probably going to be the lowest rated year ever for qualifiers. So help me God, if I don't find out a Spanish channel picks this up, I'm going to lose my job because I'm reading on here that they picked up the English and Spanish, which is literally like, that's damn near racist, dude. You can't do that. Fight TV is like an English website, dude. It's not fair.
Caesar, my mind is blown. My mind is blown.
I'm going to pray to God that it somehow slips through on Sling TV. If it does, I'm going to send you a login. But I don't even see it being on Sling TV. Like, come on, man.
Fanatiz and Fight, as well as through traditional pay-per-view methods such as DirecTV, Dish Network, and In Demand. BN has one match. Venezuela versus Paraguay.
Which is weird. Why?
I don't know.
What the hell is Fanatiz?
Never heard of it. Never, dog. And Fanatiz is a Latin American streaming joint. I don't know where the hell. Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, dog, like once again, please don't tell me that soccer is growing in America. This says that this says, but during the past 12 to 24 months, BN Sports have avoided bidding on a lot of rights that were available to them due to the amount of lost revenue they saw from people watching games illegally. With BN Sports out of the picture, it allowed integrated sports media to step in. But it's like, yo, dog, I mean, I know that there's a big issue with pirating in like the Middle East, but also like, and I'm sure like it doesn't have much to do with like the American market, but yeah, people are going to be streaming games illegally when your daggone streaming service don't work.
Yeah.
When people try to watch being Connect and it don't connect.
Like for real. I'm be real with you, we might not be at a loss.
Why?
We might be good with Fanatiz.
Why? You got you got the plug?
Yeah, I might, because I'm not gonna. I might get rid of my Sling and just get Fanatiz. It's cheaper, and I get La Liga also on there. They have La Liga BN Sports on Fanatiz. But how does Fanatiz show La Liga and BN Sports, but BN can't show qualifiers? But they're showing qualifiers and they show BN Sports, huh? What kind of backwards joint is this, dude? I might start the free trial on the day of, just to see how it's like. I'm gonna do the free trial they have. They have a 7-day free trial. I'm gonna do the free trial the day of qualifier, so I can watch the qualifiers.
Like, I want to watch Uruguay lose that first match to Chile, dude.
Hey, man.
Damn, dog. It's just kind of obnoxious. It's like, dude, like.
Damn, that's actually a pretty good. Who are these guys, man? Who are these guys?
Some oligarch.
They get like literally, bam. I don't understand. Why do they get BN? Why do they get BN on their channel, but BN can't get that? It just doesn't. BN is so broke that other channels are paying them to show their channel, and they can't even show the content on the channel they want to show. It's like a ring around a rosy.
Caesar, they're paying these platforms to show BN. That's what they tried to do with us. I was talking to the damn dude. It was basically like, you pay us and like you can do something. I don't know. Let me see where these people is from. Whoa. Are they from Spain or Argentina?
Bam. Are you from Spain?
I gotta find out where y'all from. I gotta find out if y'all are fascists or not.
But how? That's crazy. The new official La Liga partner in North America is this channel.
Insane.
Who are these guys? Where'd they get this bread? And they got the Brazilian League 2 in English. I'm in, dog. Let's go.
Founded 2017.
These dudes are straight babies.
We've been around longer than them.
Are they just gonna automatically show those matches?
What matches?
Oh, you have to get your national team's bundle. Ew. No. I don't want to pay for a bundle just for my nation. What the hell?
Caesar, I'm telling you, dog.
I already pay taxes in my country.
It's ridiculous.
This is getting just disgusting now. Can we stop this?
They're gonna make it so you can only watch
government intervention on this now, please.
They're gonna make it like, oh, you can only watch Real Madrid matches.
That's ridiculous, dog. No, please don't. I enjoy watching the teams, please.
I guess their headquarters in Miami.
Bienvenidos a Miami.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. But
yeah, dog. If I want to watch my national team, I can get their bundle for $49.95.
Insane, dude. Like, you can't even watch football in this country, dude.
In a calendar year, like, what are the most exciting? The only time that calendar year mattered is if it was that year they had like it's like they only do one thing per summer. Why am I gonna pay $50 for the only time they do a tournament summer? Or what if I pay $50 for Brazil and they get bounced? Are you kidding me, dude? I paid $50 for 4 games, but then someone else paid $50 for a national team. They get like the whole World Cup run. That's not fair. You can't do a payment structure like that.
Literally, they're making it so you can't even watch it.
Come on, man.
Like, you can't even watch.
What if the NBA is like backing all these teams? like NFL's like backing all these things so we can't pay for watch soccer.
Like, literally, like EPL's on Peacock now. It's just like getting ridiculous. But BN could have been okay if they wanted to get eyes on the screen. They're literally just relying on Barcelona and Real Madrid, and they're just relying in America. They're relying on Barcelona, Real Madrid, and like Sevilla, maybe PSG a little bit to get eyes on the screen, and maybe we have some Turkish people here. Maybe they watch some Turkish teams.
Yeah,
but it's like, dog, like, why don't you do something different and have like some personalities on the screen that's not 67 years old?
I agree.
Anyway, dog, we made it podcast episode 173. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're following us on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're following us on Instagram. Make sure you go check out the Medium articles. I'll write something about a couple of these transfers, maybe. Maybe I'll write one about the Exalt transfer. I'm just joking. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you holler at us. I don't know. Caesar's over here digging in, trying to figure out if he's gonna get vanities or not.
I'm mad, dog. That's probably the worst. That's not a bad way in the show. You made me kind of pissed now.
I can tell.
Like, that's not cool, dude.
Snitches. I mean, yeah. Hopefully you can find out because
At
I'm
this
like,
point, there's so many subs. You might as well just get cable now. It's just stupid. You might as well get like premium cable, and you still can't watch the games.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Holler.